At first sight, Blues looks like your average family pet, running around and playing with his favorite frisbee. But it's not just any toy, it's the reward he receives for a very important job, a successful search and rescue. John Snellgrove is Blues' owner. He, along with his wife Dora and friends Gabe and Dominica, make up the group SOSARD, or Southern Ontario Search and Rescue Dogs, a group of volunteer civilian searchers.
We've been mission ready for the last year, and we're prepared to assist any families or police agencies to find missing persons, or in a forensic sense, to find remains.
Based in Pefferlaw, the group spends a lot of time at Eaglewood Resort, training the dogs for scent discrimination and cadaver searches.
The cadaver is the smell of a dead person, and everybody smells the same after they die. So a cadaver dog is not doesn't require a scent article. A cadaver dog is imprinted with the smell of cadaver, and Dora, the handler, uses Blue's buzzword, and he knows exactly what to do. Now, beyond, because there are 3 types of cadaver scent, a forensic dog is a better term, and Blue's is a forensic dog.
Blues is 4.5 years old. His buzzword is hunt. When it's said, he begins searching for these, a PCV pipe with scent inside.
In this area just over here, and you can see, to let us in on the inside scoop, there's bait in the tractor, in the blue container down there, and in the shed. And this, we're going to demonstrate today the fact that a cadaver dog doesn't do a big area search. A cadaver dog is a very small area specific search, in that the dog can only work for a certain period of time. He's hyperventilating all the time, and when you get him to cover all the ground, we can look for articles, flesh, hair, bone, fingernail. And although it's an unsavory subject, sometimes it's quite necessary, as you can well imagine.
For us, the search might be easy. Only one set of footprints leads to the shed. Not the case for Blues. He is strictly going on the cadaver scent.
He's not in any way, shape, or form following the scent of the person who hid the cadaver scent. What he's doing, he's essentially an air scenting dog, and it's Dora's job to work Blues downwind of the area and work upwind, and she knows there are 3 articles, and she has to find the 3 articles.
Blues canvasses the area. You can see when he picks up a scent, but once he finds an article, he's trained not to touch it, so he will not disturb any evidence in case it's taken to court.
It's a particularly difficult puzzle because there's not just one article in such a small area. So she has to be able to tell him to go and find some more, even though the one article remains there. That's fine-tuning.
Upon finding the article, Blues does what is called a re-find, something that is always done to let the handler know where the article is. Gus did a re-find when he was looking for me. The dog is doing a search now to find me using the scent from my mitten. And now that she's found me, she's going to go back to the owner. This is called a re-find, letting the owner know that I have been found and bringing the owner to me. Just showing the general area is not good enough. The dog will lead Gabe right up to where I am, and then he is praised for his efforts. This type of search is called scent discrimination.
Differentiating or discriminating, the dog discriminating between different scents. And the idea where it applies to search dogs is that you provide a scent article belonging to the victim, and you introduce it to the dog, and then the dog can follow a trail even though there are others in the group, or cross the trail, and a trained scent discrimination dog can identify and walk right up to the intended person. And where that applies to search and rescue is um, you can find a missing person in a large park where there have been others around.
Dogs are much different. They have much different sense of smell than we do. When we smell my mom is cooking the chicken soup. I can smell chicken soup. The dog comes to the same room and they can smell chicken, water, salt, all the little components of the chicken soup. They can eliminate. And they put it all together. So that's why the sense of smell just works differently.
The dogs are trained starting with just the missing person.
We associate that this article belongs to the person that is hiding. Then we introduce the second person, the person that doesn't leave the scent article. And if the dog makes a mistake, or usually dogs want to check everything, but they are taught to indicate only on the person that the scent article was left by. So they go to the right person, they get rewarded. They go to the wrong person, they don't get rewarded, they get ignored. So after a few repetitions like that, they get an idea. Okay, that's what I'm looking for.
Dora and Gabe are showing an example of this. Both walk together but branch off at the flagpole. Gabe is the person that Maggie will be searching for and has left his scarf behind so his scent will be recognized. Although it does not look as if the dog is searching, you can see when he picks up on the scent. Again, when Gabe is found, Maggie goes back to Dominica for the re-find. Having a scent article, Dora says, is very important for everyone to have.
Every person has a different scent. So when you preserve the scent article from a person, the dog can discriminate from this person and the rest of the world. So it's very important to preserve the scent article either from your children or teenagers or adults. Keep it in the freezer in a Ziploc bag, and it's good actually for life. But when the chemicals change in the body, like when you move from the house, you start a new family, new habits, you have to change the scent article, you have to make a new one, because all the chemicals, it's all working together. So lots of people in one household, they were gonna have similar particles in the scent. For the dog, they can discriminate that. So it's very important that not other family member touches that specific scent article, just the person that it belongs to, and keep it in the freezer, refresh it once a year.
I was first introduced to SOSARD last summer when groups from all over Ontario and the United States came for a weekend of training. So successful, another convention is planned for the summer of 2000. It's pretty easy to see that all of the group's members enjoy what they do.
The desire to get into search and rescue comes with the desire to help people, and with a love and appreciation of dogs. The two go hand in hand.
In Pefferlaw, I'm Jennifer Armstrong for Shaw TV.